I'm edging it towards Bivol, only slightly. I think maybe his style will just control the fight and not allow Beterbiev to get off them big shots that he does land, but ultimately it's still a...
But there's another big fight coming up. We got Artur Beterbiev going up against Dmitry Bivol. What's your thoughts on that light heavyweight match?
I think Bivol's going to nick it. I think Bivol's going to nick it on points. So that's my prediction.
Yep, boxing fans are in for a treat as the much-anticipated showdown between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev draws near. This isn't just a clash over belts or records. It's a battle between two of the most feared and skilled fighters in the light heavyweight division. Each brings something uniquely dangerous to the table.
Disputed fight for 4 belts, to the best light heavyweight with 2 different.
Bivol, the calm and calculated tactician, squares off against Beterbiev, the relentless powerhouse with a perfect knockout record in a sport where anything can happen in the blink of an eye. Fans and experts alike are buzzing with predictions.
Artur Beterbiev, and my reason why is because I think Bivol is a fantastic fighter. You know, I rate his skills, his heart, and his pedigree so much. I just think that when you're as destructive as that, eventually, I feel like.
And the fight has all the makings of an instant classic. However, there are some questionable aspects to consider, especially regarding each fighter's style and strategy as they prepare to enter the ring. This fight will crown the undisputed champion in the light heavyweight division, as both men hold prestigious belts. Bivol with the WBA title and Beterbiev reigning as the WBC, IBF, and WBO champion. It's a fight that has been brewing for years, and one that boxing purists have been eagerly waiting for. A classic matchup between an aggressive puncher and a cerebral, defensive-minded boxer. Each fighter represents a different school of thought when it comes to boxing. Dmitry Bivol is the master of distance control. Movement and ring IQ. His jab is sharp and precise, constantly frustrating his opponents by keeping them at bay. He is known for his ability to neutralize aggression, wearing down even the most powerful opponents over time. On the other hand, Artur Beterbiev is a destructive force, a fighter with incredible knockout power, who can end a fight with one well-placed punch. Beterbiev is relentless, walking down his opponents and delivering punches that break their spirit and body. Both men come into this fight with undefeated records, but the way they've achieved those victories couldn't be more different. Beterbiev has knocked out all 19 of his opponents, an unheard of achievement in modern boxing. Bivol, meanwhile, has outboxed and outsmarted every fighter he's faced, including the likes of Canelo Alvarez. His defense, timing, and footwork are his key weapons, and many believe that these attributes will be crucial in neutralizing Beterbiev's power. Among those offering their insights into this highly anticipated bout is Terence "Bud" Crawford, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Crawford is leaning toward Bivol in this fight, a surprising choice for those who see Beterbiev.
Another big fight coming up. We got Artur Beterbiev going up against Dmitry Bivol. What's your thoughts on that light heavyweight match?
As the more dangerous fighter, the one who executes their game plan best will win, Crawford said in a recent interview. His reasoning: Bivol's boxing skills and movement will make it difficult for Beterbiev to land his devastating punches. Crawford pointed out that Bivol's jab would be key in keeping Beterbiev at a safe distance, where he can't unleash his full power. Canelo Alvarez, who shared the ring with Bivol and lost to him in 2022, originally echoed this sentiment. Canelo, known for his strong defense and counterpunching ability, was impressed by Bivol's precision and his ability to control the pace of a fight.
Is there one person that comes to mind?
Bivol maybe, just to get the rematch. Bivol maybe.
Bivol is one of the guys I have my rematch now to like I say, if he wins 175 undisputed.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He has the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. It's gonna be hard.
After his loss to Bivol, Canelo remarked, "If Bivol has the condition and the game plan, I think he wins." This was a strong endorsement from one of boxing's greats. However, in recent months, Canelo's opinion on the fight has shifted. As Beterbiev's knockout streak continued, Canelo began to acknowledge that this fight may be much closer than he initially thought. It's a 50-50 fight, Canelo said recently, noting that Beterbiev's power could be the deciding factor. For Roy Jones Jr., one of the most analytical minds in boxing, the fight is less about brute force and more about vulnerabilities. While Beterbiev is known for his power, Jones noted that he has been knocked down multiple times in his career, suggesting that there are cracks in his otherwise impenetrable armor. Beterbiev has been down before, and that shows that he can be hurt, said Jones. Drawing comparisons to historical fighters like Julian Jackson, Jones believes that even the most powerful punchers often have weaknesses that can be exploited by a smart, technical fighter like Bivol. This is where Jones sees the fight potentially turning in Bivol's favor.
No. Not 50-50. One, Beterbiev is 38 years old. Beterbiev has been down.
Yes.
Bivol never been down. Bivol been in there with who at the time was pound the best, which was Canelo Alvarez. Made him look like nothing. So I'm not saying it's 50-50. Beterbiev got everything to show me to bring it back up to 50-50. Right now, Bivol has the advantage 60-40. Now, Beterbiev is a hell of a guy and a hell of a fighter and has an awesome power, but he also has been down. So it's like when I look at that, I always look at stuff from where I used to see things that point.
One of the most fascinating aspects of this fight will be the mental battle that takes place in the ring. Bivol has shown time and time again that he can stay calm under pressure, even when facing aggressive fighters. His fight against Canelo was a masterclass in staying composed and sticking to a game plan. Bivol never let Canelo lure him into a brawl, instead using his footwork and jab to keep the fight at his own pace.
What means more to you, a win over Beterbiev or beating Canelo?
Of course, it's not about personality, it's about belts. Of course, fighting for the belts, it's much more meaningful for me, for my to be marked in the history. It's a lot. Of course, it's much more meaningful.
Beterbiev, however, is a different beast. He thrives in chaos, and his ability to overwhelm opponents with constant pressure is what has earned him his fearsome reputation. The question is whether Bivol can remain disciplined for 12 rounds, staying out of Beterbiev's range while piling up points on the scorecards. If Bivol can do that, he has a clear path to victory. But if he slips up even for a moment, Beterbiev could capitalize with a fight-ending punch. Beterbiev's knockout power is legendary. Every single one of his 19 victories has come via knockout, and he has dispatched some of the toughest light heavyweights in the world, including Joe Smith Jr., Alexander Gvozdyk, and Callum Johnson. His relentless style is reminiscent of fighters like Mike Tyson and George Foreman, who didn't just knock out opponents, they broke them. However, as Roy Jones Jr. pointed out, Beterbiev's aggressive style comes with risks. In his fight against Callum Johnson, Beterbiev was knocked down in the second round, showing that his chin is not invincible. Jones believes that Bivol's ability to control distance and avoid heavy punches could expose Beterbiev's vulnerabilities. If Bivol can frustrate Beterbiev and avoid getting drawn into a brawl, he may be able to outbox him over 12 rounds. Robert Garcia, one of boxing's most respected trainers, agrees with this assessment. Bivol has that style that's not going to allow Beterbiev to get close. Garcia said in a recent interview. Garcia is leaning toward a Bivol victory by decision, but he also acknowledges that Beterbiev's power is a dangerous wild card. I wouldn't be surprised if Beterbiev steps in and hurts him, Garcia added, underscoring the fine margins that separate these two fighters. One factor that could play a significant role in this fight is age. At 38 years old, Beterbiev is nearing the end of his career. While he has shown no signs of slowing down, age is an undeniable factor in boxing, especially in the later rounds of a grueling fight. Bivol, at 33, is still in his prime and has shown incredible stamina in his recent bouts. If the fight goes the distance, Bivol's youth and conditioning could give him an advantage in the later rounds. However, age also brings experience, and Beterbiev has faced a variety of styles throughout his career. He has proven time and again that he can adjust mid-fight and find ways to land his devastating punches. The key question is whether Beterbiev can do that against a fighter as technically sound as Bivol. This fight is more than just a title defense for both men. It's a battle for legacy.
Beterbiev's great. I think he's a better boxer. He's a better player, not just like a knockout artist. But man, I think Bivol.
Canelo, but would you rather a Bivol fight over a Canelo fight just for the undisputed title? Yes.
For Beterbiev, a win would solidify his status as one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport's history and potentially lead to mega fights with other top names in the division.
But that's why I said when Mark had asked me rounds and rounds earlier, Holden takes a knee. The next tackle.
For Bivol, a victory would not only make him the undisputed light heavyweight champion, but also set the stage for a potential rematch with Canelo Alvarez, a fight that could define his career.
That's the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. It's gonna be hard.
As fight night approaches, fans and analysts continue to debate who has the upper hand.
Ahead of us, so we got to get that done, and then we move forward.
I think that's a great fight. I would definitely, if I have to stay up, I'll watch that fight. But Beterbiev is just better on the record and better in the ring. I feel like if that fight happens, they're both great fighters, but Beterbiev will hurt him. He will probably end this fight with a knockout.
We're going to be talking about that Dmitry Bivol fight, the undisputed bout. Tough fight. Probably 50. I'm just going to say 50-50. I've always favored Bivol, but listen, Bivol going to have to fight a perfect fight in order to keep Beterbiev from falling. So,
but it's been different. It kind of reinvigorated it.
Bro, I can't even tell you who Beterbiev's last opponent is. I can't even tell you who Bivol's last opponent is. I know who one of Bivol's opponent was.
What?
Oh, that was Canelo. Oh,
yeah.
Guess who's fighting? Oh, guess whose fight's coming? Oh, Canelo. Yeah, that's the fight I go.
The truth is, this is one of those rare fights where anything can happen. Bivol's technical brilliance could frustrate Beterbiev into making mistakes, or Beterbiev's relentless pressure could break Bivol's composure and lead to another devastating knockout. It's a true 50-50 fight, and regardless of the outcome, it's bound to be one for the ages.
They both have to be extremely ready. Hard fight for both of them. I'm kind of leaning again with Bivol. Bivol is a great boxer and he has punching power. And then Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older. I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weights.
But in my opinion, I think they're more similar than they're different. Right? They both have engagement in the mid-range, but after the engagement at the mid-range, Beterbiev looks to close the distance. Bivol looks to create the distance.
Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Knockout Updates for all the latest in boxing. Stay tuned, fight fans. This is just the beginning.